we go. Piece of vocabulary. We're going to be looking at angle and side patterns. Okay, they're all going to be 3 letters, well, except for one of them. One of them is only 2 letters. Included means between. So if you hear included side, it means that side is in between the 2 angles. Or if you hear included angle, it means it's in between the 2 sides. This is why I'm going to color code my angles and sides. And again, if you have 2 different colored highlighters or pens or something, and you want to color code with me, you can do that. Again, not a requirement, but just the color coding can help. I'm going to make my sides blue and my angles purple so we can see the difference between them. Okay. So the first one is, or I forget what did I just say? Angles blue, sides purple. Sides blue, angles purple. Here, you know what? I'll make myself a little key here. Blue, I'm going to make sides. And purple, I'm going to make, you don't have to write this unless you're also color coding. Purple, I'm going to make my angles. Okay. So ways to prove that triangles are congruent. And again, what does congruent mean? The same. All right. Same size, same shape. The first one is the easiest one. It's side, side, side. SSS. Okay. It means all the sides are congruent. So watch. I'm going to say these 2 sides are congruent. We do that by putting the little tick mark in it. I'm going to say these 2 are congruent. So I put 2 little tick marks. And then I'm going to say these 2 are congruent. I put 3 little tick marks. That is the easiest one. Just all the sides are the same. Can you get your head up? This is super easy, and you're going to understand it if you listen to me, but you won't at all if you don't. It's one of those things where it's easy if you listen, but not at all if you don't. All right, side, side, side. If all the sides are the same, then the triangles are congruent. Cool? And does that make sense? If all 3 sides are the same lengths, then aren't the triangles the exact same size? Please close the computer. Thank you. All right, the next one is side angle side, or SAS, okay? Do you see how the angle is in between the 2 sides? You see that? Included angle, it means in between. Side angle side. So we're going to do our 2 sides. So there's my 2 sides. Which angle is the one in between them? Which angle is in between the 2 sides? We want it to be included. I'm looking for a letter A, B, or C. Which one is in between them? Do you see how B is in between them? And then on this one, it would be E. That's side angle side. The angle is in between the 2 sides. The paper's not going to bite you. All right. The next one is angle side angle. Do you see how the side is in between? Included side. All right, so let's do our 2 angles, and then we'll figure out which side is in between. So let's do this angle right here. Those are congruent. And then we'll do this angle right here. Those 2 are congruent. So do you see how I picked 2 angles? Don't talk over me. Right? 2 angles. Now we want the side to be in between them. So a side is 2 letters. I'm looking for you to tell me 2 letters. Which side on this triangle ABC is in between the 2 angles? BC, do you see that? In between. And so on this one, it would be EF. Do you see how the side is in between the 2 angles? Yes, angle side. Well, I've done this before, and people are like, you know, there's only 3 sides, so you can't but mess it up so much. All right. Now look at this one. Angle, angle, side. Is the side in between the 2 angles now? No. Okay, so look, let's do our 2 angles. We'll do this angle, and we'll do this angle. You just need to pick a side that is not in between the 2 angles. This is non-included, not between. So there's actually 2 options. Either one is fine. Can someone tell me a side, which is 2 letters, that is not in between the 2 angles? AB, cool. And then on this one, it would be DE. What would have been the other option? Yeah, AC, or, and then the other one would be DF. Now, if it's angle, angle, side, couldn't you also call it side, angle, angle? That means the same thing. Okay, so whichever order, it doesn't matter. All right, and then the last one that's going to work is called hypotenuse leg. This only works on right triangles. Let's review real quick what a hypotenuse is, because I'm sure you've heard that word before. Which side on a right triangle is the hypotenuse? the biggest one, you need to look up here if you want to understand what's going on. And it's specifically the side across from the right angle, so the biggest one. So if you have a hypotenuse and then a leg is just one of the other sides, okay? If those are congruent in a right triangle only, then that will also prove that they're congruent. So which side is the hypotenuse? Yeah, AB, and so on this one it's DE. And then you just need, a leg is one of the other sides. So just pick another side, I don't care which one. What's another side of this triangle? BC, all right, so BC would link up with EF. So if you have a hypotenuse and a leg, but it only works for right triangles. Now, those are your 5 patterns that work. There's 2 patterns that do not work. So go ahead and flip over. We're going to look at the ones that are not going to prove the triangles are congruent. These are lies, all right? The first one is angle, angle, angle. If you have all 3 angles, that is not going to work. So if you see this pattern, angle, 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 lies. That does not prove that the triangles are congruent. All right, it's not going to work. And the other one is side, side, angle. What would that be backwards? Yeah, which spells a naughty word. Okay, right? So that's how you can remember that that's the one that doesn't work, right? The one that spells the naughty word? Okay, that's the one that does not work. Okay, so what we're going to do is have an angle. So go ahead and mark an angle. And then you want to pick 2 sides, but they cannot be in between, non-included. So what is a side on this triangle? AB, good. And that would match with DE, okay? And then you need to pick the other side so that the angle is not in between. We want the angle to not be in between. Yeah, AC, good job. So do you see how the angle is not in between? Okay.